What's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today we're jumping into some more Orcs Must Die Unchained. This time we will be heading into Avalanche. Avalanche is one of the later maps in the game. It is one of, I believe, 2 in Riftlord that feature prominently ice elemental enemies. Although we have the Frostmun, the frozen orcs. So we're going in with Oziel, and I don't really have a deck that I've made exclusively for this stage. Although, I played enough that I should. I'll have to work on one for Endless at some point, anyway. And important Guardian locations here are probably going to be this hallway down at the bottom here, where you can put a jailer. And this kitchen here on the left. Now, usually if you trap this area over here up well, a guardian here will basically kill everything on the left side for you. Not really that big a deal. Because they're very much not going to like fire, we should use a lot of that. I'm going to drop the arrow wall for a Spitfire, and we'll bring a Dragon Lance. And that means that I can put on fire sale and forget about any discounts for physical traps. This will make the BGH ballista a bit more expensive, but we don't need a lot of those, so it's really not a big deal. Now, one of the things you can do with Oziel, just to make sure that you really don't have to keep track of his mana more often, is bring yourself either health or mana regeneration. The health regeneration basically will cover your mana generation due to Essence Siphon, or you can just bring mana generation itself. But I'm not going to bring either of those. I'm going to bring Killer Buzz for more damage. Alright.
I'm only here because there will be many deaths.
Alright. And we hope we can make those deaths entertaining. So the first thing I'm going to place over here is going to be a Stable Hand Guardian, because Oziel's movement speed makes this a bit more annoying than it could be otherwise. For survival, none of these guys should actually make it up here, so we should be alright. Then I like to cap this with a T. Leave yourself enough room to place normal sized traps this way, and basically burn everybody down as they try to cross this area.
The enemy has opened a minion portal.
And you get a mercenary first wave. If I would have been worried about that at all, I could have saved a bit of coin, but I'm not, so. Alright, looks like the purple one was not it. He's down now, though. Alright, we're gonna take out the guys up front and slow the guys in the back down so that the traps have a bit more time to deal with them. And as soon as we can, we're taking Dark Urges so we can toss more jars, because that gives us more presence. Gonna drain my life to pick up this health potion. Could have just grabbed the mana moat, but really didn't need it. Health potion will basically solve both of those. Okay.
They will know fear.
And with that done, we can actually toss up a couple of those. And those will help against the regular guys. We're actually going to extend this a bit. And then as we gain a bit more, we're going to block the area back here. Now, for whatever reason, this actually is a corner that the enemies cannot pass through. So they will have to go through here. If you block this, they go back up to where your Guardian is. And the key there then becomes just making sure that they are pretty dead along the way. So we add some more Bernie stuff here. You're not that high level, dude. Got a bit of a ways to go until ultimate. Gonna get another gate in 2 waves.
More than one way to skin a mortal.
And I think the last thing I want to put up here is 2 BGH ballista, and what I have here now should basically be sufficient to take out the majority of the enemies. We'll want to add some stuff that will deal damage as the enemies turn around. I should probably actually move this onto this wall or this one. I think I'll do that before moving over to the other gate. But all the coin that we're going to gain now, we can basically save and use for the other side. Oop. Okay, you guys actually have range. That's a bit problematic. Presence though. Okay. So we're just gonna have to travel a bit to get back over here.
Enemies are attacking on another front.
Okay, and then when we get here, we drop us another chicken chaser. And we're gonna use the souls to deal with this guy somewhat efficiently. Which makes that way easier than it would be otherwise. Grab jagged shards. And here, there's a couple things you can do. Because enemies can actually board here, and you don't have a full 3 spaces, I'd like to do something like this.
Their deaths will be.
And because they will take a bit of time to get to another row of these, place another 2. So that'll deal a good amount of damage to any enemies that will be trying to path over here, which is great.
Is this what I'm reduced to?
Yep, there's still enough space there. Then we place another one of these for whoever else happens to be coming up. Give ourselves enough space to set everybody on fire again. And most of what will be happening here, we don't even have to worry about. That was a nice throw. Now I want to shore up this lane just a bit more. We'll probably get some more damage by doing that. And goodbye, guys. Alright, we're going to set up some Bernie stuff down here, another slow, and then make sure they're on fire as they go to meet our lovely Guardian there. Can add one more of these too for some extra burns. Actually, let's move that down to here.
Eternity is a trap in its own way.
The rift will be protected.
Okay, now we have to start preparing to deal with the top lane. Now there's a couple of things you can do here. You can either let everybody come into this area, which is a little bit more difficult to route through if you're using Great Wall barricades, or you can route everyone through the center. This is not properly placed. They can actually walk through here. I need to move this over about a half unit so that the corner touches this, and this corner touches the edge of this rope. But I think for the most part, everything is a-okay. I'm actually going to come back over here and drop another one of these bad boys, though. And that. So we just get to run around seasoning the lanes. Making all the orcs soul flavored. Put a little James Brown on them.
More than one way to skin them.
And now we get to deal with the guys that'll be coming through here. So you can either play this straight and use no barricades and just triple up all your traps going down here.
An unstable rift is opening.
Which I'm going to do because I have to run and deal with that rift now. And I didn't place that right. So I'll be back to fix that a little bit later.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Gotta drop the seasoning before you leave. Now I'm not gonna make it to this rift in time, and I'm not sure if the BGH ballistas, they're definitely not close enough to take it out.
The unstable rift was not destroyed. Enemy minions incoming.
My power grows.
Alright, we got ectoplasmic. So that means that it would be better to place these somewhere around here. That way they can take out the unstable rift as well. And that guy actually made it up. Boop.
How delectable.
And it looks like those guys are a bit hardier than I expected too. But hopefully this is fully recharged. The Guardian's going to get his kill there. There's something. Oh no, that's the okay. Poop, poop. Move everything back just to space. Actually, sell it all. Poop, poop. Alright, so we're going to force everybody to go this way. Then force them to go this way.
I will reap them. More than one way to skin a mortal.
And we're going to add a couple of these. I need to actually move those to the far left side and put the Dragon Lances, the non-BGH ballistas, on the right. I did that backwards because an unstable rift can spawn here, and for whatever reason, I just want to be sure that they can see it. So we get the Dwarf Priest, he's coming from the right. Alright, gonna drop another stable hand here just for the speed boost. Now, the Dwarven Priest is actually really annoying because if you're not using a BGH trap like the Zapper that he has to be right under, his shield will sometimes just eat all the damage that you fire at him, even from a BGH. And so it's very dangerous.
The rift will be protected.
I don't have nearly enough traps over here.
You won't escape the grasp of the Forsaken.
Okay, I shouldn't have to worry about anything on the right now. So what I'm going to do is work on fixing everything that I have over here, since I have more than enough coin to have done that already. And actually should be able to prevent anybody from running down here by doing that.
The enemy army is attacking on another front.
Mm-hmm.
An unstable rift is opening. Destroy it.
Put a Spitfire here, another one here. That unstable rift is going to be spawning in a very unfortunate place. It's right up here in this alcove on the left. There's no way to set up any traps that will destroy it. It's pretty much just like Eventide Fortress, and so you'll have to come up and deal with it manually. Guardian again should handle those guys on the left. One thing that I could do to make that significantly easier is just toss up a ton of BGH ballistas, Dragon Lances, right in that little doorway right above where the Guardian is. Carry it back here, and pretty much just be these though. And because we will have to deal with this now, might as well prepare for it.
More than one way to skin a mortal. Is this what I'm reduced to? Setting traps?
And those guys should turn around because they... Oh no, they can go around there. That is problematic. because I am really slow. Alright. Boom. And then we have to employ the Oziel cleanup crew. It's Haunting Souls. Haunting Spirits, I'm sorry. And then we can fix this by doing this.
Is this what I'm reduced to? Setting traps?
Alright, that should pretty much be it for now. There's actually one thing that we can improve in the front there, and that's by moving the forward barricade back about 1 unit. What are you groaning about?
They will come to
Rift
me.
will be protected.
Who die?
Alright, most of the work up front is going to be done by the ballista up here. If you can get the jar soul grenade right in the center of a pack, you will deal the most damage once you pick up jagged shards. Definitely a really solid choice. Alright, so we wanted to start like that, but we can move this back here.
They will know fear.
And then this here. And then we get another lane to deal with.
An unstable rift is opening. Quick, destroy it.
And some more slow.
I will reap them.
And there we go. Now that again is in a bad spot because I didn't move the BGH ballista. So it's going to open up.
They will
Unless that speed boost saves us. Maybe?
And our heroes destroyed the unstable
Looks like it did.
rift, and there was much rejoicing.
Alright, let's fix this now. Boop, boop.
Yes!
beware, intruder.
Probably didn't even need to do it though because we'll be on the last wave in just a few more seconds. It's important if you're clearing for speed that you do set up traps over here for these guys. You can place a few more on the left too, but you can see that most of those guys wind up dying before you ever get to the point of clearing everything over here. Remember, jar in the center of the pack to maximize the destruction. Alright, and we should be pretty much good. Those guys won't have anything to shoot at, so they'll basically just be running around until they die.
Watch out! An unstable rift is opening.
Looks like it was a good idea to place those.
Well done. The unstable rift has been destroyed.
Whoops. Placed those all kinds of wrong. Alright. So everything here will basically just cook itself and I don't have to worry about it anymore. We're going to go ahead and just blow up this boss as much as possible now. Okay, I'm pretty sure I cast Haunting Spirits. It just didn't happen. Okay, gotcha. Up, he's gonna cross.
The enemy's boss is down.
Yeah, we still got some cleanup work to do. Man, he just got plugged with arrows. That was pretty nice, though. Alright, and there we go. So the traps did a ton of the damage there. It may have not looked like it, but fire traps versus ice enemies always is a pretty amazing sight because of how much damage they deal. And it won't look like a lot just because it all happens over time, but as you group up enemies, it becomes super, super important. But either way, that is going to be Avalanche, at least the Rift Lord survival portion of it. And next we will be getting into the last 4 maps: Castle Gates, Academy Sewers, Broken Keep, and Eventide Fortress. Those will be fun, and yeah, hopefully we can get those finished relatively quick. Either way, let me know what you guys thought of this. I'll keep pumping these out until I can actually get finished through the list, and yeah, then we'll be looking at another hero. And like I said in the last video, I'll probably throw up another poll to see who we're going to do after Temper. Temper is the next hero because he's been requested for a while. And then I guess after Temper, a lot of people did request Stink Eye. So Stink Eye will probably be in the poll. And then give me some other heroes that you guys want to see in the poll. I've had requests for Zoe. I've had requests for Oziel. That's why he's in here now. But Oziel and Temper are going to be done. And then we need some people to pair up with Stink Eye. But I think Zoe and Ivy were one of, or a couple of the heroes that people had mentioned recently. But yeah, as always, thanks for tuning in. I sincerely appreciate it. And yeah, until next time, have a good one, folks.